Hi everyone, I'm just getting ready for work really quickly. I just did my base and my eyebrows. Thought I'd just turn on the camera really quick and show you my everyday work, simple kind of makeup that I'm doing today since I'm already doing it. So I just have on my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, my NARS Complete Soft Matte Complete Concealer, I think it's called, the new one. My Anastasia Brow Gel in Brunette, and I think the Naked Basics palette, the first one, the color Faint. So I was using for my brow powder. Then I have the NARS Laguna Multiple for a little bit of bronze all around the outside of my face. So that's all I've done so far. Oh, and I used the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium to kind of set my base. So that's all that I've done so far. I am going to grab my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette and just do something quick with this. I am going to take Heaven and set my eyes with my MAC 217. Needs a little clean, looks like. Alright, just all over the lid. Just set it and give a nice light base for everything else. Don't think I'm gonna do anything too crazy today because just a regular night at work. Right into the inner corners. I like to keep the inner corners of my eyes nice and light. I have close set eyes, so anything I can do to make them look a little further apart works for me. Now I think I'm going to take this shade here, Nude, and just put that all in my crease. Just a really nice light transitions shade. Just a really soft brown. I really like using browns and nude colors and pinks for my blue eyes. Really makes them stand out. And those colors are usually really wearable as well. You know, they don't look too crazy or like they're standing out too much. So it's good for work. You can darken it up a little bit too for night. So yeah, brown's definitely my go-to color for eye looks. Okay, that looks even, blended, all good. Cashmere Bunny up here. I think I might switch to the Naked brush that comes with the Naked palettes. A little bit of Cashmere Bunny. This one's just a little bit denser than the MAC 217, so you can just keep the placement. Just a little bit more control with this one. Now just deepen up the crease. The outer corner. I like to bring it up just in the outer corner again because my eyes are a little bit closer set, and leave it just in the crease. The closer in you are, kind of place it there, bring it down, and then work it in. And I think I'm going to take, you know what, no. I'm going to take Erotica here. It has a little bit of sparkle, kind of a cool toned dark brown. Tap off a little bit, because this one, whew, there we go. Just in the outer V with this one. Really blend it out. Got to top it off that time. Oh no! Lots of stuff on there. Okay. It's alright, we got this. We don't got this. Alrighty. We're good, we're good. I think I'm just gonna take my 217 that still has some of that color on it and just give a light blend, especially to the side that I put a little too much of the dark color on. Alrighty. Alright, now I'm going to take my MAC 242, just my light, dense kind of packing brush. I'm going to take Silk Teddy, this kind of pinky champagne color, and just put it on inner kind of the first 3/4 of the lid. And this brush is nice with the kind of shape at the top. You can really kind of carve it out and place it really precisely with this one because it really gets in there and the product doesn't move around too much, or you don't get a lot of fallout because how dense the bristles are. So this one's really good for that. I think this was one of the first makeup brushes I ever got when I visited Toronto with my mom. I must have been in grade 8. I think it was grade 8, and she let me get this, and I was like the coolest girl on the block in my own mind. There was nobody else on my block anyways. I was just thought I was, you know, the coolest because I always saw MAC in the magazines, and I had myself a MAC brush and one eyeshadow. I was glam as fuck. Alright, now that I have that on the lid, a little bit on the inner corners as well, I'm just going to go back in with this brush in the crease and make sure that it is all blended in. Not too much though, because I still want to keep them, the Silk Teddy color, pretty separate on the lid. So that is good. Now I'm going to take the pointed end of my Naked palette brush. I think that's what it's called, Naked palette brush. And I'm going to go in with Nude on the lower lash line. I really only do the outer half with the lightest color. Just to keep that theme and focus the colors on the outer half of my eyes to make them look bigger, larger, and further apart. Okay, now I'm going to take Cashmere Bunny and do the same thing, but just keep it even less, like the outer third of my lower lash line. Just a little bit. I don't have the biggest eyes, so I don't like to put too much product on the bottom. Just a little bit to even it out. You don't want to put all the color on the top and leave the bottom untouched. It'll look a little bit top heavy, so I like to even it out with that a little. Now I'm going to take my MAC liner brush and the color Sexpresso, and just dab it in there and just do a quick liner with this. Just to define the lash line and bring it all together. And once again, just concentrating this mostly on the outer third of the eye. I love this brush for eyeliner. I still haven't mastered it, but I'm really loving it for just a smoky, subtle kind of liner look. It says you can use it for brows too, but I haven't tried that yet. It's kind of smoked it out a little bit. Just using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It is the bomb. Alright, all the top lashes are coated. And then, again, just on the bottom, just the lashes, right, it's hard to see in this, but just the lashes on the outer corners. That's it, just to have some down there, but I don't want it. My lower lashes are super long, and just looks weird if they all have mascara on them. Alright, now bronzer. I'm using the MAC bronzing powder in bronze. And I'm going to take my MAC 109 brush. This is my contouring brush, but I don't really contour too much anymore. I have pretty high cheekbones anyway, so I'm kind of just going back to bronzing, but placing the bronzer more in that contour area. But I kind of, as you can see, just kind of press it around everywhere. Not too precise with it anymore, but this brush is still good for that. Sometimes those big bronzer brushes, like this one, are just too big, and then you end up looking like a muddy mess, and nobody wants to be a muddy mess. So I just use this one and put the bronzer exactly where I want. Which is basically everywhere. Always make sure to put a little bit on your neck, because nobody wants a Nutella face and a pasty. Good looking bronzed. As bronzed as we can get. I'm gonna use this blush. This is just like a NARS palette that I got at Winners. So I don't think it's available anymore because I think it was limited edition, but I'm gonna use the darker matte shade because eyes are a little bit more glam than I wanted them to be, so I don't want a really shimmery blush, because the big blush in here is Orgasm. I believe it might be Super Orgasm because it's very shimmery. I'll have to bring it in sometime, but I really like that blush, but I don't feel like having the shimmer today. Then for highlight, I'm using my Becca Moonstone, my shitty little highlight brush, and just a tiny bit. Like I said, I'm not feeling too much shimmer today since I have all that bronzer on. Ooh. Fix Plus. The MAC in Bermuda is always out of Fix Plus, so I always have to buy these stupid minis, which is fine, but the regular MAC Fix Plus lasts like forever, and these literally last a week. So I like to douse this. Been wearing more powder lately. I don't know why. I don't really like a powdery look, so I don't know why I've been wearing so much, but I've been going through this like crazy because it just makes it look like you're not wearing too much powder. It makes it look more like skin. Right, I'm just lining my lips with MAC Boldly Bare. I like to overline just a little bit on the outer corners of my top lip. Top lip is just a little bit smaller lengthwise than my bottom lip, so just to even them out a little bit. To be careful though, this pencil needs to sharpen really bad. It's a lot easier. You have a lot more control if it's nice and sharp, but you know, it's not my first time around the block, so I can work with this for now. I'm super lazy when it comes to sharpening my lip pencils. That's why I have 3 of the Boldly Bare lip liners. So I just on to the next one as soon as it's not sharp. I'm gonna go in with MAC Cosmo. It's kind of a pinky darker nude. This one's nice because it's their amplified formula, so you don't need too much because that has lots of pigment. So please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and expect more from me soon. Thanks guys, have a nice day.